What is up, you horror nerds? It is me, your host, once again, Jeremiah Duncan. Welcome back to the channel. Today's review. Bit of a letdown, as it is a sequel, and the original is fantastic. So I'm sure back in 1985 when this came out, everybody was excited because of how good the original is. And then yes, we're talking boner kill. I'm talking about the 1985 release of Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf. First off, it's a pretty goofy name, but we'll roll with it. Rated R. Ran for an hour and 31 minutes. I'm only going to give it a 4 out of 10. And the only reason I'm going that high is because this is an 80s movie through and through. I mean, to a T. If you haven't heard of this one, of course, a lot of people have heard of The Howling, one of the greatest werewolf movies of all time. Just a fantastic film. If you haven't heard of this one, though, let's get you connected. After countless millennia of watching, waiting, and stalking, the unholy creatures known as werewolves are poised to inherit the earth. Legendary horror icon Christopher Lee faces off against lusty cult favorite Sybil Danning, this terrifying descent into the world of nightmare that turns out to be all too real. After newscaster Karen White's shocking on-screen transformation and violent death in the original The Howling, her brother Ben, played by Reb Brown, is approached by Stefan Crosscrock, which is Lee, a mysterious man who claims that Karen has in fact become a werewolf. But this is the least of their worries. To save mankind, Stefan and Ben must travel to Transylvania to battle and destroy Sturba, played by Danning, the immortal queen of all werewolves, before she is restored to her full power. So yes, this is a worldwide hunt for werewolves and to crush them as a species. It's just kind of lame, to be honest. I mean, I loved the 80s aesthetic. I loved the dress. I love the, like the music and the dance. Again, definitely not as good as the first one, so it's kind of a letdown there. It does, again, like they said, features Christopher Lee, who is just a horror icon, just a freaking god. Rest in power, my friend, who is in The Wicker Man. I read an article about how he literally regretted, even while the filming was going on of this movie, he was regretting being in it because the acting was so bad. He's like, what am I doing with my life right now? And that's pretty sad. That ought to tell you, you know. Now, it does also feature Annie McEnroe, who was in Beetlejuice, which is pretty cool. But it's just not quite there. I mean, it's just kind of meh, you know. If you love 80s decor and dress and music, then it's kind of fun to watch, which I kind of enjoy that. That's why I gave it a 4 out of 10. But overall, man, kind of a weak story and just not the greatest. But it is what it is. The Howling 2. Your Sister's a Werewolf. 1985. Rated R. 4 out of 10. If you've seen it, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite werewolf movie? That's tough. There's a lot out there. Love to hear yours, though. Comment below. Like, subscribe, hit the death bell for notifications. Got more coming to you. Stick around.